The following podcast, iDesign Lab, is an SW Group production in association with the Scott Woolley Entertainment Company and TW Interiors. This is iDesign Lab, a podcast where creativity and curiosity meet style and design. Curators of interiors, furnishings, and lifestyles. Hosted by Tiffany Woolley, an interior designer and a style enthusiast, along with her serial entrepreneur husband, Scott. iDesign Lab is your ultimate interior design podcast, where we explore the rich and vibrant world of design and its constant evolution in style and trends. iDesign Lab provides industry insight, discussing the latest trends, styles, and everything in between to better help you style your life through advice from trendsetters, designers, influencers, fabricators, and manufacturers, as well as personal stories that inspire, motivate, and excite. So whether you're listening to iDesign Lab in your car or in a cozy nook in your home, grab a coffee or a Chardonnay and join us on this elevated, informative, and lively journey into the world of all things design.
Welcome to the iDesign Lab podcast today, hosted by me, Tiffany Woolley, and my producer husband, Scott Woolley.
Hi there.
And we are going to touch upon empty nester living and decorating, as well as Generation X minimalist.
The individuals who are, like you said, downsizing or looking to just live in a one bedroom, 2 bedroom, smaller condo, townhouse.
Or the baby boomers leaving their large homes for retirement luxury communities where
space is a lot less
correct
than what they've been used to. You know, and how you're handling the furniture that you did have, and changing the lifestyle. You know, I know that in Palm Beach County, where we are, it's amazing how many of these townhouse complexes are being built pretty much everywhere in the country.
People like to live in whatever downtown environment is available in your area, or your little main street, think Long Island, and, you know, cute areas around town. Like, we live in Delray Beach, which has got a great little city vibe, and you can walk and grab your little groceries.
You know, the other thing is malls, shopping malls, like right in Boca Raton. There's one in Fort Lauderdale.
Wellington.
I know when I was in Arizona not too long ago, they're taking some of the larger department stores that have unfortunately gone out and turning them into townhouse complexes. So smaller living, and how do you handle or consider the differences into a townhouse type of
and still
living style?
Elevate that experience and style. So this would touch upon editing your belongings if you're downsizing. And I would say that's your first approach. What can you take with you? What can you give away to family? What can you sell? Which is always a hard
There's an old quote by Leonardo da Vinci that said, small rooms or dwellings set the mind on the right path. Large ones cause you to go astray.
Well, I would think that the minimalist Gen X really is all about experience, so I think they agree with Leonardo.
Right.
Maybe it was all the Ninja Turtles.
So small spaces, you've got considerations with bed size and how much furniture, dining tables.
Right, and if you're going to be experiencing guests, which I would say there are really 2 categories we're talking about here, even though the square footage might be the same. You have your baby boomer empty nesters downsizing into a luxury community, or giving downtown living a shot. Like, I have clients who I adore, who I did their home for their family, and they bought a lot in our little area of city living in Boca Raton, and they wanted to be able to walk to the, what we call Meisner Park, which is a complex of dining and entertaining and shopping, and you can walk and get fresh breads at the local markets, like just a more simplified version of their still high-end residential lifestyle.
There's a lot of cities that are building these or having these complexes built because it's also cutting down on the traffic flow and the amount of cars that are needed in the city. So for people are living in an area that's their entertainment and food and dining and so forth is all in a walkable distance, and they can work in that same vicinity. It's less cars, less traffic.
And these clients that I was actually just referring to as well, as they were downsizing, they were wanting to save some of their really great quality pieces that had sentimental value or just they respected and cared about, and they wanted to see them in their new space. They also want to change the design. They want to elevate it, go a little cleaner in style. They definitely are looking to edit. And I would say I'm using them as my one mindset as the baby boomer downsizing. And then you have your Gen X, which is your minimalist group. I would say more like my niece. You know, they are all about experience, having money for travel, having money to do. And they're not about
Experience.
Yeah, they're experience driven, not collecting. So they still want to have their own independence, and they're probably your more up,
So it's a more affordable living
high
in
rise.
a tighter sort of quarters in amount of square footage of space. So you're taking like the kitchen and the laundry room are being combined into one. So in the
Which
kitchen,
I do quite a
you're,
bit.
You're finding the washer and the dryer in the kitchen.
Correct. I just still recommend concealing that so that you have that
Right.
more intimate. Again, I'm always going to give you an aspect of a curated, elegant, functional.
Right. So smaller
Aesthetic.
bedrooms mean, like lower, the bed being the largest piece of furniture you probably have in your house. So
You're not going to go with the antique heirloom bed. That's
right. So you'll go with a lower, maybe a platform or a futon type bed.
definitely
That's
not a futon.
Not okay. No futons.
We're not college experience here.
Okay.
No. But definitely low platform, mod style. We're going back to mid-century. Modern pieces are very chic right now. Bringing in mixed metals is always another fun way of curating that style in a small space so that you can also mix your heirlooms and keeping things cohesive in the smaller area. I would also say, double up your space. So make your nightstand a desk area. So
What about a sofa turning into a sofa bed?
well, that's great for a guest room, maximizing that. And you can still have a TV room if you were used to a theater area or a second den living space. You could always use the guest room as a den / library / office / guest room.
I think about the fact is that person who's downsizing has got a lot of stuff, and you're moving into a smaller location, or what are you doing with all that stuff?
Yes, you're going to need storage for the items that you keep. But most importantly, downsizing is getting rid of a lot of things. And when we talk about these two categories, one is downsizing from a large home into either a luxury community or city living. So you're going to have to do the edit. And most likely that means your old breakfast room table is going to become your dining table if you're saving, and your dining room furniture and all those pieces that go with it are not going to be traditional. Most of these places are open floor plans as well. So we're talking about one bedroom, maybe two. Bathrooms are going to be doubled up as well. So
typically spaces like that, you want lighter, brighter.
area.
Colors should be lighter and brighter.
Right, so any of
makes
that
the
dark
room feel
furniture,
bigger.
all the dark, and anything that's used and abused is obviously an easy thing to get rid of right away as well. And I would recommend, if possible, to know where you're going before you edit, because it would be really nice to be able to have your new place, do the furniture layout and the floor plan, and really determine how you're going to use the space. What are your entertaining needs? What are your visiting family needs? And then edit your personal furniture from there, and then decide, are you going to elevate your style a little bit and adapt some of this more modern, vibe that's going on? And
So there's a lot of different manufacturers and retailers out there, especially online, that help with these types of homes or townhouses and this type of living. Anyone that's not familiar with them, you could certainly drop an email or a comment on one of the iDesign Lab social sites, and I know Tiffany and her team would respond back and give a number of different ideas and places.
You could send us one of your floor plans. Most of these communities that we are discussing are pretty set up and efficient, so that you're going to leave with a complete
floor plan, a layout,
right? You're going to know
sizes.
what your lighting opportunities are. You're going to know your wall dimensions to be able to facilitate paper designs if we want to.
So you'll be able to help anyone who does reach out to give them some direction on where to purchase things, like what was it, Dovetail is one.
Well, I was just going to say, if they want to refer even to our Instagram, I was going to curate two opportunities. What a curated Gen X city style townhome would look like. Think Modway furniture, think Dovetail, and even a little interiors for some edge. And then for the baby boomer downsizing into a luxury retail community, not retail, what am I saying? A luxury lifestyle community, I would suggest Four Hands, which is a great line. It's all readily available. It would pair beautifully with heirloom antique family pieces. And again, I'm going to throw in some of our rug vendors from our past podcast. And I would add in some Hudson Valley lighting as a little segue to tie that grouping together.
So anyone who needs some help, you guys are open to giving out suggestions and thoughts and direction.
Absolutely. We look forward to it. So type away. So today, wrapping up, we spoke about downsizing for the baby boomers and city living for Gen Xers. So please check our Instagram, and we're going to have some curated styles for you to comment on, and feel free to inbox us, DM us, so that we can work together and curate your new spaces. Have a great day.
On the iDesign Lab podcast.